What is up, everybody? It is I, the one, the only, the MTG hero. Before we get started, I would really like to ask that if you enjoy the content, please click subscribe and give this video a like. It really goes a long way and helps out more than you could ever know. I also stream over on Twitch, so after the video, feel free to go over there and give me a follow so you'll know when I go live. You can also follow me on my social media. Links will be in the description below. But now that that's out of the way, I figured we'd take a look at one of Standard's most popular decks as played by one of Magic's best players, and in my opinion, the GOAT of Italy's Magic scene, Andrea Mengucci. Andrea has been one of my favorite pro players since Battle for Zendikar, Oath of the Gatewatch. He puts a lot of work into optimizing his list, and his current pet deck is Esper Doom. I shot him a message over on Twitter and asked if I could do a video over his list, and he was super cool and said, of course. So I won't go too in depth with his deck since it is his build after all, and he has written extensively on the deck in his articles over on channelfireball.com and has tons of videos of him playing the deck on his stream and YouTube. You'll be able to see all links to his work in the descriptions below. I will point out two key things that I see Andrea doing that I don't see other Esper Doom players doing. First off, he's not running Glass Casket because he says he finds it to be lackluster against Gruul in general, and even more so now that Thrashing Brontodon and Wilt are seeing more play. And in its place, he's playing more 2-mana instant speed spot removal, and this gives the deck that instant speed interaction that it desperately lacked before. And I also think it gives the deck a better rogues matchup, which, despite being an 80 card deck, was just a horrendous matchup before. Another thing Andrea does that's really different from a lot of Doom players is he doesn't run Maze Mind Tome because he says he thinks it's a little slow. And I have to agree. Previously, I did a 2-2 split between it and Golden Egg, but after reading his article and actually testing this out myself, I'm just completely sold on the Egg because it gives us immediate card advantage, it fixes our mana, gains us life in a pinch, it's better to blink with Urian, and it's easily sackable to Doom Foretold. Like, I don't feel like I'm losing anything when I sacrifice an Egg to Doom like I did when I had to sacrifice a Maze Mind Tome. So I think this is a very positive change as well. But anyways, for a full rundown of his card choices and tips with the deck, I highly recommend checking out his content if you haven't already. But let's get into some games and have some fun. Okay, we're on the draw. We have a good mix of spells. This could be our third land if we don't hit it. I'm going to keep it. Black. Maybe rogues. Play this, get the scry. Temple of Deceit. We have 3 lands, so I think we're fine for a little bit. Oh, the dreaded rogues matchup. Just as a thought. Okay, we have a handful of instant speed removal, so I'm not too worried. We'll play this as a white source. Pass the turn, see if they flash anything in. I'm not going to cast a removal spell straight into a counter spell. Not when they're not really threatening us. Yeah, I'll take one. We'll play this, because this could help us get a second color if we need. Yeah. Now, I will cast a removal spell here. I'm giving them every chance in the world to tap out. They definitely have something they can flash in. We need another black. We do have. We can do a double removal spell, so I'll get a second black source. That seems smart. Because this is our double white. They don't have Luris as a companion, so I suspect they have the big ninjutsu rogue. So I'm going to save the Heartless Act for that, and I'll use Eliminate to get rid of the Thieves Guild Enforcer. Okay, there's their counterspell. Just really hoping for an extinction event. But we'll pay 3 life for this. And we can play Skyclave Apparition. Take their flying threat. And now we can block the Thieves Guild Enforcer. And if they use a removal spell, then they can't flash in the big rogue. Not attacking. That's fine. I'll not attack either, and I'll just hold everything up. Because we have Heartless Act and Omen of the Sea that we can play. Okay, they're playing a Rankle. No point doing it now. Yeah, they're just attacking with Rankle. We'll take him out. Now we'll flash in Omen of the Sea. Got our land drop and an Elspeth Conquers Death. I'm not 100% sure we need the Elspeth Conquers Death. But I will take a 5th land. Now I'll play Doom. This forces them to flash something in or lose their Thieves Guild Enforcer, which they do. I'll sacrifice my Omen of the Sea. Let's play Golden Egg. Got our land drop. Don't really think we need another one. I will attack. And now we can flash in Omen of the Sun. Gain some life back and apply more board pressure. Okay, we got Extinction Event. That's really good. Alright, let's attack. Try to force them into flashing in something. Nothing. Let's play another Doom. This will take them to 10. And we're representing 8. 6. Sorry, yeah, 8 now. That's what I was thinking. All right, we beat our worst matchup. We're on the draw. We have 2 tap lands. It's not great, but I think we're okay. We have a good mix of spells, interaction, and draw power. Gruul or mono green. I think we lead on Temple of Silence. Elspeth's Nightmare. It's pretty good. I think we're okay, though. I think we have enough removal. In Skyclave, Doom. We couldn't play it immediately anyway. So we could take a big hit here. But I'm going to play the Temple of Enlightenment. And now, worst case scenario, we take 3 on top of whatever we take here to cast Skyclave. Okay, we hit removal. So we're safe to play this tapped and just preserve our life total. Yep. Now we can just cast Eliminate. Remove it. I'll probably play the Bone Crusher now. Yep. Okay, we had an untapped land, so now we can play it. Waiting on our opponent. Okay. We don't need another white. We could use another blue. And now I'm going to play Doom. This gets rid of the giant. Now, we have to set stops, like, before our turn. Because if you don't, it's immediately at the end of the turn, it goes straight to the Doom trigger. Why? I don't know. My turn. Now we can respawn when normally it would just go straight to us having to sacrifice our Doom. Looking for removal spell. Eliminate's fine. If we can resolve this, we'll sacrifice our Omen of the Sea. Draw our planes. And I'll play an Apparition here, get rid of Scavenging Ooze. Sure. Now, unless they flash something in, they discard, we draw, gain life, whatever. Yep, that puts us a little bit more ahead. And we still have a removal spell, an Apparition, and 2 draw spells. 3 draw spells. Yep. Reach. I'm actually not going to waste a Elspeth Conquers Death on it. I will actually just cast my Eliminate. Kill the token. And then we can attack the Vivian, take it down. And that's enough for our opponent to scoop it up. Okay, we're on the draw. We have a lot of interaction, but unfortunately, it looks like we're against the mirror match. So I'm not 100% sure this hand's good enough. Mulligan. Okay, I feel a little safer with this hand. I'll put eliminate to the bottom. Okay. We'll play this tapped. Okay, now we can flash in Omen of the Sea. And next turn follow it up with Omen of the Sun. Okay, Maze Mind Tome. That's probably gonna give them the edge. Ooh, okay. I don't really want to... Do I want Skyclave Apparition? I don't think so. Like, it's good, but I don't think it's good enough. Okay. Let's play our planes and pass. We could take the Skyclave and got Maze Mind Tome off the board, but I'm just not 100% sure it's worth it. Yeah, because they would have blew it up right there, got a 2-2. Like this. Get in for 2 while we can. And we'll end the turn. We're going to try to make them pick on what they're going to take of these 3 cards. So they can't get Urian. They're going to take one of these. Okay, they took Dance. I mean, as long as they have answers for the Angels in the late game, like this card's irrelevant. So taking Dance is probably the right move. I'm going to leave our Omens up, just so we have something to sack to Doom when the time comes. Okay. And also, if we draw another Dance, then we get exiled with Elspeth's Nightmare, so there's just no point. But we'll blink these 2. There it goes. I don't want another land. I'll take an egg just because it draws another card. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care about their life total. Another Maze Mind Tome. That's fun. I mean, if that's the worst they got, so be it. We'll play this, get a Scry in. Another Urian. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's attack first. Okay. Draw, and I'll just go ahead and add the other Urian to our hand. We attack for 8 next turn, take them to 4. Even an extinction event doesn't really save them. Yeah. Okay, eliminate isn't going to do anything. But I'll play the pathway. I'll just play the call, get some angels. Our stuff gets indestructible, so we get to attack for free. And now they're in a situation where they have to answer all of our threats to survive. A birth isn't going to save them. Another eliminate. That's not really good enough. Yeah, let's just attack and see what happens. Because if they have a removal spell, they're just going to cast it in response to the call. Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll play another Urian. We'll keep this one. Blink, blink, blink. We'll pass the turn. Elspeth's Nightmare doesn't do anything for us. Okay. Elspeth Conquers Death does. I'm not worried about the wall. We'll just eliminate it. Yeah, we'll draw a card. Let them sweep. I don't really mind because they're playing on the back foot. We're not. Okay. We have 7. Let's go ahead and play Temple. We don't want another land. Playing Elspeth Conquers Death is fine, but they'll just sack that in response, which is the only thing we would get for advantage. And then they can just cast their Urian next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cast the Urian they know about. And keep trying to just get incremental advantage. Skyclave Aberration. Yeah, I think we're at a point where that's actually not bad. We'll have to discard a card. We'll just discard the Temple of Deceit. And we can play Elspeth Conquers Death. And Skyclave Apparition and take care of whatever they have. Yeah. So we play Elspeth Conquers Death, get rid of Urian. And then if we still don't have game, we can play Skyclave Apparition and take their Maze Mind Tome to shut down their card advantage. And that way they can't gain more life and they'll just be farther behind. That sounds like a plan to me. This should be enough right here, though. Yep. All right, we won the mirror. Even against a Maze Mind Tome. On the play, we got some interaction. Not a lot of draw power. No indication of what our opponent could be playing. Since we have 2 Scry effects, I'll keep it and see what happens. Lead on Temple of Silence. I'll keep that on top. Just hope they're an aggro deck. Yeah, it's like red-black mid-range. Don't really want another land. Yep. That's fine. We'll play our planes. Pass. There's no point in playing Skyclave Apparition and taking this thing. There's just better targets. So we'll flash in Omen of the Sun. We'll put a token in front of it. Yeah, we'll discard this. Yeah, we drew another one. Not half bad. Attack. They need 1 more card in the graveyard before they can bring back, or 2 more cards before they can bring back Karuxa. So I'm not going to play this because I don't want them to discard. I'll play this, have it enter tapped, and add the Urian to my hand, just so we're effectively using our mana. And we can save the Skyclave for when they escape him. I'll discard Elspeth. Like, I know that Elspeth has the exile graveyards, but that takes 3 turns to get there. That's just not going to be quick enough. I want another blue source. We're not getting a whole lot of value here, but we're getting enough. Yeah, I don't think that works the way you think, friend. Yeah, he's looking at her cards. I think he thinks that canceled the effect. Well, right now, if he wants to escape a Karoxa, he has to exile the other Karoxa, which he is. I'll pitch a land. Like that. So they only have 2 more Titans left in their deck. They call dance. Sure. Okay, player planes. Back for 5. In turn. Now we can flash in Omen of the Sun and get more value one player Urian. Because we'll gain 4 life and get 4 tokens instead of just playing the Urian here. Yeah, sure. Take your 2/2. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're 1 away. We'll blink both of our omens. Gain 4 life, get 4 more tokens. I'm fine attacking with 5. We're just trying to clock them at this point. Sure. Yep. No attacks. Take 3 here. Cast this. Our creatures are indestructible, so we get to attack for free. And our opponent scoops it up. They know we had it. Well, there we have it. It's easy to see why this deck is so good. I gotta say, Andrea was right. I didn't miss Glass Casket at all, even against the aggro matchups. The instant speed removal was just so much better. The removal was also real fantastic against rogues, like I thought it would be. But I do think the Luris style rogues matchup is still a little hard because they can grind with us a bit more. As far as Maze Mind Tome goes, I didn't miss it. We actually played against a mirror match where our opponent had a Maze Mind Tome and it didn't pull him ahead. We were just playing better cards and pulled ahead naturally. I don't think any list is necessarily perfect, but I do really love this build, and I think if you're looking to play Esper Doom, this is probably the best place to start because the legwork is already done for you. It's already been tweaked by one of the best players around. But of course, you can tweak it to fit your own personal play style and what you like. Again, I'd really like to thank Andrea for being so cool and giving us his blessing to cover his list. Links to all his content will be in the description below. If you're not already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're getting close to 100 subscribers, which I'm very stoked about. You can also follow me on Twitch to see me play everything from the wackiest of homebrewed memes to the top decks of the arena meta. Those links will be in the description below, as well as my social media. Until next time, hero out.